Hey, so I happen to be going to be walking. I don't know if that's a correct phrase or correct sentence or correct English, but it's what I'm going to be doing. So how are you doing? What's up? Welcome to those that have been with me for this quite a long. I'm so happy by the time that I'm filming this video, we are 347 subscribers. Oh my god, that's really that really means a lot to me because it's really amazing to know that we are really growing. Yes, I know that the input we put in it's so much, but that number 347 subscribers, man, when I was starting I didn't have that number, but right now on this YouTube channel, I don't know, not right now, but as I'm filming, by the time you're watching this video, it might be already 1 million subscribers or 100,000 or 10k. I don't know, by this time that I'm recording this video, it's March 2024. I last checked when we were 347, so I'm really grateful and happy. I don't know the way I can express my happiness. Today, so I was leaving home today and I don't have money on me, but I have two options: either to come and I try to film this video, or the second option is I accept the fact that I don't have money and I don't do anything about it. But I'm like, let me just ignore the money part. So I've ignored the money part, me not having the money, and to just come and film for you. So I'm going to walk up to the main road, leaving from, because this road here, it's called Intao Road. So I have to leave and go to the main road, but I'm going to be walking. Yeah, it's not that far to me, because me I run every day. Not every day, okay, I've been not consistent, but I will try to improve and I run every day. That's what I will be doing. I try to do it. So I'm going to be walking up to the main road. Then when I reach the main road, I'll try to get a boda, because I requested 4,000. You know, the budget for me to travel from that place, from the main road to the main town, is 4,000 Ugandan shillings. So that's the budget that I'm always having. So I didn't have money, but I requested my little brother. He had 2,000 shillings. 2,000, yeah, shillings. I think I should be adding Ugandan shillings, right? Because when I say shillings, Tanzania, I think they use shillings, right? Kenya, they use shillings. But I'm in Uganda, so I think I will be adding the Ugandan shillings. So when you convert your currency, wherever you're coming from, maybe United States of America, maybe Brazil, maybe India, you have all different currencies. So that's my budget to travel from the main road. But I didn't have the money to take me from this route up to the main road, so that's why I decided, let me just walk. So yeah, so I've just told you what the reason as to why I'm walking. You may be wondering, oh, this guy is walking again. Yeah, that's the reason. That's why I'm walking again. Okay, I need to show you how I'm dressed. I don't know. So I didn't iron my shirt, and my mom was complaining, how about you should iron your shirt? You're going to be walking in people. So sometimes I'm like, my mom, she doesn't understand me. She doesn't know me. She really thinks of, okay, sometimes it's very right of her to tell me to iron my shirt, but some days I'm minding about the time that I will be reaching in the city, and I don't mind about if the shirt is ironed. But sometimes I iron, but today I just found myself not ironing. But I feel like the shirt is not that scaring. I don't know. The shirt is not that scaring, and sometimes I just want to be free, iron the shirt to look smart. I know that, but at the same time, when you add that people will see me like the shirt is not ironed. That's the major point why I have to wear when it's not ironed, because I have to train myself to live free, to like train myself to not be influenced by people, what people think. That's what I need to train myself. I thought that guy was passing this side. I thought he was passing this side, but it's a good thing that he passed that side. Yeah. Okay. So today it rained heavily, and I was supposed to go and run. Yeah, I used to go and run when it was raining, but I have a challenge that whenever I try to run when it's raining, the shoes that I'm wearing, get torn. Like, I don't mind running in the rain because I've run in the rain for I don't know how many times. I don't consider rain as like something that should stop me from running, but the shoes, like, I don't have shoes. Like, the shoes I have for running, I'm now really valuing them because it's the only pair that I'm having at the moment. Yeah. So, and I need to really value it. If I had another pair, maybe I would have ran. So I'm just telling you that today I didn't run simply because it was raining and I didn't want to wet my shoes, because when they get wet they can easily get torn and I don't want it. So that's why I didn't run. But it's not an excuse. I'll try to do it tomorrow. Like, every time I'm always fighting with my mind. Running is the most hardest thing, I think, because you do it today and tomorrow you feel like you don't want to do it. It's very hard to run every day. So this is where I ran from. I pass by this route. Okay, I go up to the other side. There's another side there in town. I go up to that side, but I don't know. I wish maybe I had a GoPro camera or something, or maybe somebody that could be recording me. I could be showing my runnings. But at the moment, I'm just running as me. I don't know. But I believe that I will. So today it rained very heavily, and this road most of the times it's very dusty. Like, very, very dusty. Like, if you see the cars coming and bypassing this road, the dust all gets to you. But I feel that's why I was even like able to walk, to feel like I can walk today. I don't like walking sometimes. Sometimes I like walking, but because today the road is not dusty. Okay, it's muddy, but I think I can go with the mud compared to the dust. Yeah, because the mud is just on the shoes, but the dust can get all over you, the face and the beards and all that, and sometimes I don't like it. But today I can walk. Yeah, so it's one of the reasons as to why I was like, okay, I don't have transport money to take me on this road, on this distance. Let me just walk up to the main road. And I feel it's amazing for me to even show you that this is the other part of the world maybe you have not seen. Like, I feel like I'm giving, I don't know this place what it will pay me with because I've just shown the whole world. Imagine the whole world, the YouTube world. Like, this place, this part of Africa. Yeah. So this is a part of Africa that you don't see on TV. Like, you don't get to see on TV. Yeah. There are parts like this. But we are human beings, we are people. We are very similar to everybody that lives. But this is Africa for you. But I believe this place, well, once they construct this road here, once they build it, construct, I don't know, is it constructing, building a road? I think they build a bridge and they construct a road. Okay, once they build, they construct, whatever the right word is, you know it better. But once this road is done, I believe that development will come to this place. It will. That's what I believe. Yeah. So before, when I was young, we came this side in 2011. I think in 2011 I was like 17 years. 17, 2011. 2011. No. 2011 I remember I was like 15 there. 15, 14. So that's when we came this side. And I used to fear walking this. But now I'm old. I just have to walk like and go. So like I was saying, I need to train myself to live free because that's what I want. So it has to be more about thinking of it, me living free. I have to start acting free. Yeah, so I'm free of whatever. Like, I want to train my mind, myself, that yes, I'm showing you that I'm getting to come from all this, but this, where I come from, doesn't represent me. Yeah, doesn't. Yes, okay, I represent Africa and all that, but I believe that what represents me is my ability, yeah, my potential. Yes. So like some friends of mine who live in the city think it's funny to mock me because I come from this side, but they don't know that the ability, the potential that I have, I even outcompete the people that live in the cities. Because like, remember, the main reason as to why I'm going to the town, okay, the city, to get internet so that I can upload this video. Yeah. So but the people in the city, they have internet with them right there. So I don't know if they use it. I don't know. But me, I have to travel to get there, to get internet. Yeah. So that's it. So I have just told you what I think you really need to know about me. I think I should be really seen. I should be looked at. Okay, I should be measured by my ability. Yes, because these are just locations. Locations don't represent me. So some friends used to laugh like the bullying and all that. But I feel that God is great, God is good. For that there are opportunities, like there are platforms like YouTube where at least I can show my creativity and all that. Yes, I feel like at least when my creativity represents me, I don't care about all the other stuff. So this distance here, to me, is not that. But when you are walking, you start feeling it. But remember, like every day I walk, like every day, you see me every day walking. So sometimes I feel these distances and sometimes I don't. Like mostly when I reach in the city, it's very funny that, let me tell you something. When I'm in this, when I'm in this side, like when I come this side, I don't want to call it a village because I feel like a village is a bad word to call it a village. Okay, I will just call it developing areas that are still developing. I feel like I can get tired when I walk a distance. So like this distance here, I feel like I'm getting tired. But when I get to the city, I can walk like a long distance without it. Yes, I know, like I get tired and all that, but like I can walk for a long distance without even me noticing. I think sometimes I think it's because of the people. Like whenever I'm walking this side, there are less people. Like you've been seeing. Are you seeing any people? Like there are no people around. But when I go to the city is crowded. I think that's the reason as to why. Maybe I'm looking at the people more and all that. Yeah. And the other reason is because my bag is like heavy. The water bottle, my water bottle is still full. I haven't drank any water from it. But when I reach the city, I'm going to be walking with it. But this side, I just wanted to walk. Oh my god. Like sometimes I feel the distance and the words stop coming out of me. That's how the distance sometimes is. But I feel like it's healthy. We need to walk. Yeah? Like ancient people, like people in the ancient years, like they used to walk, right? Like how did they survive, man? Like because I feel like we people, like in the modern times, like we have everything on our plate. Okay, I won't say that I have everything on my plate, but I see other people. Like I see how the world is organized. Like right now, everything is like on our plate, and life is still like hard. But I'm imagining like the people in the ancient times, man. Like they were really had strong minds. Because right now I can see the means of transport are very good and all that, but just remember, like this is Africa, this is Uganda. I hear that Uganda is a third world country, that's what they say. So imagine like the people that lived in Uganda in the early years. Yes, I know that there are other people that were very rich, and sometimes I wonder like those people how they were doing it. Because us in the modern times here, everything, like we have everything with us here. But again, I feel like those people, how did they get rich when the internet and technology was all low? So I think I need really to expand my mind. Yes, I've been learning how to use the internet, but I think I should learn more about surviving, learn more about living. I think that's what I really need to learn more about. Okay, thank God, thank Allah. I use God, Allah, because some people call God God, some people call God Allah. Yeah, so God is very great. I've managed to reach the main road. Like, can you imagine I've walked for 18 minutes from that distance? It's not very far, but I walked for 18 minutes. Okay, I have to go the other side. And try my budget. My budget is 4,000 Ugandan shillings to get a bike, a boda that is willing to take me to the city. Yeah. So I'm going to try it. Jebaleko? Kama ko Kampala Boulevard Nanya. Yeah. Yeah, so you try the first one and I tell them the budget that I have, and he didn't say anything, he just went. Yeah. But I'll try, because I believe at least today I came early. Today I came early, and I'm going to try till I find that one bike that is willing to take me to the Kampala city, Kampala main town. This side where I come from is called Mukono. I don't know if the words, sometimes when I look at the subtitles of the videos and YouTube, please work more on when I say the word Mukono. I want to see the word Mukono as Mukono, like that's where I'm coming from, but heading to town. Yeah. Omako Kampala, Nanya. Yeah. Yeah, so again, that language is called Uganda. I find myself, this is the language that I speak also. It's the central language. Like, before that language was affiliated to a tribe called Baganda. That's my mom's tribe, she's a Muganda. But I'm not a tribalistic person. I feel like the language is now, it's like the universal language here right now. I think credit has to be given. Like, there are many languages in Uganda, but I hear people speaking more English and more Luganda. Yeah. So that's the language I use, Luganda, to try to communicate with the bikes, the men on the bikes, the boda. Like, man, they do a very great job. Like, the men on the boda, you really do a great job. Like, transport. So some of us, I no longer use a taxi. I prefer using a boda. Me, like, I feel like, yeah, the boda is risky and the taxi is risky also, but I love the bodas. That's what I love. So I thank, though, yes, I know that we pay for the services, like, but you do a great job, the men on the boda. Hey, Joe Valeko, come on, come town, Kampala, Nanya, the Nanya, Bolivard, yeah, Bolivard is second. Natuna took a Kuchat house. A body pumpy out to a Kuchat house. First job is my I don't have to bank of Uganda, so Uganda. Area with the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, so I try. So that's Uganda I was telling you. So whenever I'm negotiating the prices, I find myself using Uganda because I know it very well. I know Uganda very well, and I think I know the languages that I can speak. I can speak English. Yes, I can try to speak English. I can try to speak Luganda. I can try to speak... Oh, like in secondary, I wanted to learn French. But the teacher that was teaching French made me not like French because... Let me give you the reason as to why. Like he was saying, when we fill the paper, he will use a cable to beat us. And that's the reason that made me, oh my god, I don't know. Am I even audible? Like sometimes the road is so noisy and I feel like I'm speaking but you're not hearing me. Oh my god, I pray that you are hearing me. I don't know. So like the road sometimes is very noisy, but I have nothing to do. I have to adjust, like whether the road is noisy or what, I will just adjust and talk to you. Like I wanted to learn French, but that's the reason that made me. But I believe I will learn French. I believe. I just need maybe to go to Paris, wherever. Maybe I can stay there for some time. I will get to know the language. Yeah. So yesterday I didn't come because at our place we didn't have electricity. And I'm like, in my mind I feel like, was that really a big reason for me not to come? Let me tell you the reason. Let me tell you why I think it's a big reason. Because the first thing is, my phone didn't have a battery. It was completely down. Like, I didn't have battery. Why do you think me not having a battery was an issue? Because I couldn't film. Like, I want, whenever I come to that city, because I want it to be meaningful. Like, I just want it to be meaningful. I just don't want to come to the city for just coming. Okay, sometimes I feel like it's about discipline that I need to come to the city, but I enjoy it more when I come to the city with a video, like with something that I can show you that, oh, this represented me coming to the city. Yeah, so I didn't come because of that, but today I've tried again to try to film again. It's not easy to film while traveling. Sometimes I'm asking myself, like, how long, Herbert, will you be doing this? But when I look at the videos that I've been doing, and I find like some videos are already a month old, it's quite really amazing to know that it's like I'm doing this today, but I've been doing it for a while. I don't know how to tell it to you, but I feel like I'm using a boda every time. That's my reality. Like, I find myself that I'm using a boda. That's the word we use here in Uganda, boda. But you can call them motorcycles, motorbikes, whatever you like. So like I was saying, I find myself that 90% of my life I'm using a boda. Yeah. So, and I feel like when I feel myself using, I can hit two stones. I can hit one bird with, how they say, hitting two birds with one stone, right? Yeah. So I feel like I record myself once, so, but I feel it's amazing. Yeah. So the reason as to why sometimes I put my phone down is because I find myself like, when we are not moving, you have to film from down here. Yeah. You know, like I was saying, I'm like in my mind, like, how about how long will you be doing this? But when I look at the videos up there, I get self-motivated again. But it's not because sometimes the only thing that makes it very hard is the transport part, the money part. But the other thing, this is the normal life that I live in Uganda. It's the normal life. Like, when I change my life, I will be filming it that way. But right now, I'm always on a boda. So I feel like when I hit two birds with one stone, like, record myself going to the city, it's an added advantage to me. And maybe to show you how things are this side. I don't know if you've seen, like I was saying, I don't know if you've seen it for a while, but this is what it is right now, and I have to use it. Camera content is really amazing. Like, it's really amazing. So I pray that if you're watching this, you like the video, you hit the like button, and we push the video up to wherever YouTube wants to send this video. Yeah. Okay, sometimes I just want to be very peaceful, and I like being peaceful. I feel like being peaceful is very okay to me. Have our own struggles here in Africa, but again, the world doesn't stop in Africa, right? So I'm missing what's happening because of social media. I'm missing what's happening all over the world, like wars and all that, man. Wars are not good. Like wars, I don't support wars. So that's why, like, I feel I have to raise again my voice for the countries that are in war, like to ceasefire, like Israel, ceasefire, Russia, ceasefire, whatever the reasons that you have. Like, I think those reasons can be solved with a dialogue or whatever, because I don't support killing people. Like, I feel like we are all human beings. Even if you are the president of this country, you're a human being. Even if you are the Queen of England, you're still a human being. You love your life too, right? I feel like the same way that you love your life, that you're the president, you walk in a convoy with over 70 cars, 100 cars, so that they protect your life. I feel like that's the same way that every human being on this world. So leaders, political leaders, you are human beings too, yeah? The president of Russia is a human being, like me, like you. The president of this country is a human being, like me, like you. So if they want their lives, if they feel like they have to work with security to protect their lives, I feel like that's the same way they should mind about lives of other people. So war is a sin, yeah, because it involves killing people. Like, why? For what? What, really? I feel like there's no reason to kill people. I feel that's the reason. I don't know, some people can say maybe I'm ignorant about politics and all that. But no life deserves to be lost from war. Like I was seeing on the news, and like the war of Israel and Gaza, like innocent kids, people in the hospitals were all dying. I feel like it's really not worth it. So please, you stop the war, like cease the war and find other means. Yeah, so I just wanted to add my voice on the world. Like even Sudan here in Africa, Sudan, Somalia, Congo. So we pray for peaceful days to those countries, man. Yes, sometimes people here in Uganda be complaining President Museveni, this and that. But sometimes, like, I think like we should give credit where it's deserved. Like, it's been a long time that this country has been in a crisis or war and all that. I feel like that's really amazing. And yes, President Museveni might have stayed in power for long. I don't support staying in power for long. Yeah, I don't support it. But I credit him for the stability of this country. I don't know the politics that he plays and all that, but I support. It's like I respect him for the stability and all that. Yeah. Like I pray to God you hear me because it's very noisy, the road. The road is so noisy and it's what it is. Oh, like the Muslims, by the time I'm recording this video, the Muslims are fasting. Man, that's very great. Or the Muslims are fasting for, like, I used to know that they fast for 40 days, but my brother told me that they fast for 30 days. So to all the Muslims out there in the world, man, I wish you, it's called what? How is this period called? Ramadan. Yeah. Ramadan. I wish you a good Ramadan. Is it a good Ramadan? I don't know. But I just wish them a good fasting period. Whatever their reasons, whatever their prayers, I pray to Allah to hear them out. Because fasting, man, it's like I fast every day. It's like I fast every day, but I fast from food, right? But they were telling me that they try to fast not from food only, but from everything that distracts their connection with Allah and all that. Yeah. And the Christians, they were telling me that they got done with the Lent period. It's where they're fasting. Oh, you might be wondering, what's my religion? I know about all religions. Not all, I know about most. But I feel like me, I want to know God in a different way from the religions. I just want to know God in my own way. And please don't judge me for that. That's what I want. Like, most people when they look at me, they call me a Rasta. Some people call me a Muslim. But I'm not any of that. But I respect and I know all those cultures and those religions. But me, my life, I want to be a free thinker. I want to be a free mind. That's what I want my life to be like. That's what I want. To be free. Yeah, that's what I want. But I take my time to learn about them. Like, I've learned about Rastas, Rastafarian. So to the Rastas out there, Ja Rastafari. The Muslims, I studied from a Muslim school in secondary. I know the part of Muslims. The Christians, I know about Christianity. But me, I just decided as me to choose my own path too. I want to have my own path. Like, I want to be the master of my destiny, and that's what I want. And I'm just also praying to God to help me. Not like I'm praying to God to lead the way. Me to be the vessel and God to be the... I just want me to be the vessel where God communicates, or like where God's path is. But like, I don't know if I can get tell it to you the way that I'm supposed to be telling you. Yeah. Sometimes I want to tell you what I'm seeing and what is happening, but I find myself talking some things that I think maybe that's where around me that I needed to talk about or something. Yeah. So like my brother, he was talking about going to we call it a village, but that's where my dad is born from, like Fort Portal. We wanted to go there and visit. I think I would love to visit too, but I've been so caught up with growing this YouTube channel. Like I felt like I wanted to give this YouTube channel my all for now, maybe. Yes, I love music, I should be doing music, but I won't say it as an excuse that I'm not doing music. Of my finances right now, I feel like even if I'm doing the music, I will have to upload it on YouTube, right? So my strategy is, yes, I believe this strategy will work because I want it to work. That's what I have to believe, right? So I want to be doing music, but I feel like I needed to first grow the channel. Or maybe at some point when I find like a source of income to either make music or to buy the equipment myself, to make it myself, whatever, that way. But right now I'm just working on growing this channel. That's what I'm working on. Like, it's challenging for me, very challenging. Mentally, financially, physically, and all that. But whenever I look at the number of subscribers, man, okay, when I was starting this, I didn't look at the subscribers because I could upload videos and I could come back and they have one view. You come back the next day, you find 2 views. And then I was like, let me focus on creating the content. Yeah. So I've been spending a lot of time doing this. Yeah. So that's why, like I was telling you, it's challenging. Very challenging. Like if somebody asked me how can you grow a YouTube channel, I can tell them maybe according to my experience, I don't know. Maybe to the content I create and all that. But it's really challenging. Yeah. and all that. But I know, like, when I come back and I look at somebody that I didn't know, like when I look right now, when I look at the 347 subscribers, I didn't know all those people, man. But the world is very big, right? Very big. I know, like, I knew that the world is very big, like 8 billion people, that's what the statistics says. But to know that you have people, like, people get to see you, like, and get to know about you, I think sometimes it's like more than money. Yeah, sometimes it can be compared to money, of course, because money is the way we survive, like we survive. But sometimes, like, I don't know the way to express it to you. Sometimes I get out of, like, my words get be like so limited. But I just pray that you get to know about it. Yeah. Yes, so that's really motivating. Yeah, really motivating. I don't know, by the time you're watching this video, maybe we're already 1 million subscribers. Like, in my mind, I was like, when I was starting this, I felt like to get 500 subscribers was hard. Yes, it's hard. It's hard. But then when you reach that level, you feel like you want 1 million subscribers. Like right now, I feel like my target is, I want to get 1 million subscribers. But it's very funny that I'm going to be having 1 million subscribers, and I will need like 10 million subscribers. So life is very funny. Like, you desire something, you get it, and you feel like you want more and more and more. I feel like there's the way that God created human beings, like us human beings. I feel like food is the only thing that a human being can get satisfied of. Like, you can be so hungry, like the Muslims right now, they are fasting, yeah? But they spend the whole day hungry, right? But when you look at the food they get to eat when they are breaking their fast, they get satisfied. But with achievements, it's like you can't get satisfied. Like the money, can you get satisfied? Like, I need 100 million, and when you get 100 million, you feel like you need 400. And life is like that. Like, I don't know, like some guy was asking me, like, I don't know why he asked me that question. I just don't know why he asked me. Like, he was asking me, like, how old are you? And I was telling him, like, I'm 27 right now. And he was asking me, like, for how long do you want to live on earth? For how long? Like, do you want to live up to what age? Do you want to live up to 100 years? Like, do you want to live up to... Because it's the fact, like, you have to live for a certain time, right? That's the fact. So how long do you want to live? How long do you want to be on earth? So he asked me that question, and it was a surprise to me, like, how could you ask me such a question? But yesterday I was home and I was thinking about it. Like, I have a grandfather, he's 87 years. Yes, we are thankful for his life, 87, but right now he has dementia. Like, he can't remember anything. He's 87 years and he can't even remember the kids, like his own children. I don't like this place. Like, the last time I came here, they wanted Okay. I was saying, like, for how long you want to live on Earth? Do you want to live for 1,000 years? And that's why he really asked me, like, if you have anything that you want to do with your life, go and do it right now. Like, if you want to get married and you feel that's what you want to do it right now. Because how long are you going to live on Earth? Like, how long are you going to spend on Earth? Do you think you're going to be here for 100 years? Like, I'm looking at all these people here and I'm imagining, like, in the next 50 years, will these people be around? So life is like a scam. It's like life is a scam, man. It's like everything that we get caught up in this world is a scam. We should be doing what we love with our hearts. But the economy and the way the world is designed, man, like, it makes us forget about all that, man. Yeah. I really like, that's what the guy told me, and it's like it sparked my brain. But reality, we like, I know that all that 50 years, 100 years, like, all these people, will they be around? But there's something called reality. We get caught up in the reality and the realities of life, man. I don't know. That's why, like, I'm talking about this because I feel like I wanted to share it. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm putting so much time in this YouTube channel, but then I ask myself, will YouTube be around in the next 50 years? Will YouTube be around? Because if YouTube will be around in the next 50 years, I feel that this is worth doing, like recording videos of myself here. If this YouTube channel can be there for the next 100 years and the people that will be there will see me that I got to exist, I feel that is really amazing. Yeah? So, I don't know the technology because when I was growing up, and when I look at the stock market, when you look at all the money, you see that technology, the companies in technology are the most companies that are the leading stock market and whatever. I'm just learning about stock market. I feel like when these people talk of stock market, I wanted to start also investing, and but I feel like we in Africa, I don't know me, we in Africa, we get limited information about these things. Like, you hear people talking about investing, but when I was looking of the way to invest, like, I need a stockbroker, and the stockbrokers that were available on the internet, they are not accepting people from Africa, from Uganda to be particular. Like, then I'm imagining, like, I'm learning about investing, then I need to invest. How will I invest when the stock broke? Like, I wanted to invest in Tesla. Because I see on the internet people talking about Tesla. I wanted to invest there, but then they are not accepting people from Africa. Like, why? Like, why are they not accepting people from Africa? I don't like this place. This place is where they wanted to take my camera from last time. Yeah? Like I was saying, you start about investing. Yeah? So you invest in your youth so that in your old years that you don't have to work for all your life. But then again, you look for ways to invest the little money that you may be having, but they are not accepting people from Africa, in Uganda. So, like, sometimes I wanted to invest in Google, because when I look at the first stock market, it's Apple, right? Apple, Google, Tesla, and what? There's Nvidia, is it called Nvidia? I don't know, somehow. So I wanted to invest there and try, because I have the information, the knowledge, but then I was disappointed that they don't allow people from Africa. I won't talk for all the African countries, I'll talk for Uganda. That really sparked my mind, like, why? also invest in it. But it's sad that I don't know why the Central Bank of Uganda does that, because I feel like that's the work of the central government, like the central bank. But I feel very disappointed sometimes to come from Uganda. Yes, it's my country, I'm very proud of it. But like, for example, like Twitter is paying content creators, right? It's paying content creators. But then you hear they're not paying people from Uganda. And the reason is why they're not paying people from Uganda, they tell you that they don't have a payment method to pay people from Uganda, like, and they wonder why. And they tell you that the central bank, like for example Bitcoin, I've been seeing like Bitcoin is really growing fast, and I've learned about Bitcoin. I really wanted to. I don't have like that much money. I feel like when I have the information and knowledge, I don't want to sit on my information and knowledge I want to use. So Bitcoin is like, by the time I'm recording this video, it's 10k, right? One Bitcoin, is it 10k or 100k? It's 100k US dollars. Oh my god, one Bitcoin. And me in Uganda, I wanted to invest in Bitcoin, but the central bank of Uganda like limits. I don't know why they do that, man. They do that. Like PayPal. I wanted to use PayPal. I don't know if you've heard of PayPal, but it's a payment method, it's an online payment method. But again, you hear that the central bank doesn't allow PayPal, so people in Uganda won't be able to use PayPal. So that's how this government sometimes really control us. Like, they control. There are many opportunities on the internet, but these people here, like the people in the government, the people in the central bank, know about those opportunities and they limit, because they know that anybody can get to those opportunities. Like, these opportunities should be for some people. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like, I feel bad, but I need to talk about it. Like, if you don't talk about it, this is the medium that I have to talk about things that I see that are not right in my country. Like the central bank, like the major bank, like I don't know how to express it, but Kenya, when you look at our neighboring country here, Kenya, like all these things are working, but you find us here in Uganda, these things are not working, man. Yes, I want to be an African, but like sometimes the frustration, like, of being an African, like, I don't want us like to be this Africa where they laugh at Africa. They think Africans, I don't want to bring the sense how they call, but I just want us Africans to show like the ability that we can also compete. Not a bad competition, like healthy competitions, like we also competing, like we're also able. It doesn't have to be like me to compete with people that have to be coming from a very rich family. I can be coming from any family, but as long as I get information and I can use that information, that's what I want. Yes, I feel like the world, we complain of opportunities, but the world has very many big opportunities. And I just want to be able to tap in those opportunities. Okay, I think this is the part where I have to enjoy this ride with you. But I feel like today there's jam. I don't know, today there's jam in this place here. Most of the times we don't find jam here, but surprisingly, today is Wednesday, right? By the time I'm filming this video, I don't know when you are watching this video, I think today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. Okay. Whether there's jam or so I'm going to be enjoying this ride. This is the time, the part where let me pause talking for a while and enjoy this ride with you. Like, man, it's very funny, like, to get to know that I'm a human being, ndimuntu, like the way they say it in Uganda, ndimuntu. And when you come and look at people, like, you wonder where are all these people coming from. Like, it's so amazing to look at people, yeah. Oh, it's so amazing to look at people, man. But all these people were like like sometimes I laugh at creation, like the way creation happens, recreation. So it has to be a man and a female to get this. All these people were born. Like, you look at all these people and you remember that all these people were once kids. Like, so like when I was still young, I used to see people and I wonder, like, but right now I know that all these people were just born, they are just human beings. So that kind of boosts my confidence. Just remember that we are all the same. We are all the same. We are just divided by opportunities and money. But anything else, like, I feel like we are all the same. So whenever I feel like my self-confidence, like the confidence that I have in me is like lowering down, I just remember that these are all human beings, Kanobo Nabant, like the way they call it in Uganda. Yeah. So if you're out there and you have social anxiety, like you fear coming in people, just remember that these people are like you. Are like you. Don't be intimidated by what their possessions or whatever they have and all that. No, this is all material. But when they get out of these cars, when they get out of those expensive cars, and it all comes down that we are all human beings. Yes, we are all born. Yes. So don't ever be intimidated by anybody. Don't be ever. Just always remember that. Oh my God. That car really caused some dust. So like I was saying, whenever I feel like you fear people, like that social anxiety, always remember that that person you are fearing, the president of this country was born. Yeah, the president of your country was also born. So that should be a self-confidence booster, right? Yeah. So I'm going to smile for you. This is the place. I don't know. This place is always the yard. I don't know if you can see. But I'm going to be smiling for you when we cross from this place, because like today we have many riders and I feel like everybody is going to be racing out of the traffic, of the lights, and I feel it will be a great time for me to show you how the culture around here is. So we have to wait for the right time. So again, I feel like this is the time I have to thank every traffic officer out there. So traffic officers really do a great job, and I feel like this is the time I have to thank them. So if you have traffic officer out there, I want you to know that you do such an amazing job. I don't know, do traffic officers watch YouTube? Do they watch? Do they? I don't know. In case they watch YouTube. So that's my message. Thank you for doing a great job. Yeah. You're controlling the traffic, man. You stand on the roads for how many hours? I don't know. Controlling all these people, man. It's really a tough job to do. But I'm really thankful to you, the traffic officers out there. Yeah. So this is the time I have to smile for you. A big smile. Kampala city. Kampala. The great Kampala. So this video will tell you that I was once in Kampala, and you got to enjoy Kampala with me, because Kampala, the way they call it, the big capital city of Uganda. Yeah, so I've reached, and I feel like this is the point where I need to express the big love that I have for you. I really do love you. I love you. If you're out there and this is your first time looking at me, just know that I've been loving you since I knew you, since I didn't know you. And I'll be here every time I get this opportunity to remind you that I love you. I don't care about your religion, I don't care about your status, I don't care about your money, I don't care about your skin color. I just love you as long as you are human. Love you. I love you. I love you. It is an honor to me to be loving you. It is a honor to me. I don't know that. Did I say an honor? Oh my god. Is it a honor and honor? A honor to be in love with you. So I love you, and I want you to take care of yourself. Always remember that you are loved. Yeah. Always remember that you are loved, and love your life no matter the conditions that you're facing. So I love you. Take good care of yourself.